Finally, finally, I think I found, after years of searching for the perfect, you understand me? For the perfect coffee fragrance, I think I found it in Denam's Vietnamese Coffee. Come back and I'll tell you why this photorealistic cup of joe in a fragrance is the real deal, but you gotta come back. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're into fragrance reviews, layering combos, and just smelling like you got your life put together, then you know what you got to do. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So finally, no, I'm kidding. Finally, I think I finally got it. Like I said in the intro, if you guys been watching my videos, I've said this on YouTube and I've sent this on Instagram. I am on the hunt for the perfect coffee fragrance. I don't even understand why I'm so obsessed with finding the perfect coffee fragrance, just because I'm not really the biggest coffee drinker. I just think something about coffee is so comforting, specifically during the fall and winter. And it's been really, really, really cold here in New York. So it's just what you do. You grab something hot like tea, coffee, hot cocoa, you name it. It's just super comforting. So I think that's the reason why I've been so obsessed in finding the perfect coffee fragrance. And then the thing is, a lot of these coffee fragrances, at least in my collection, is either way too sweet, which, you know, they fit different reasons. Not that I hate all the coffee fragrances that I have, right? But it still didn't give me that feeling. Either, like I said, one is way too sweet. There might be booze. It might be spice. It might be there mixed with rose, and it's just the coffee note might be there. It's not there for a long time, or it's just way too prominent. It just seemed like all the coffee fragrances that I've tried there that's in my collection isn't what exactly I'm looking for. The only fragrance that has come close is Lorenzo Pasgaglia's Coffee Passion, but even that in particular is super strong. And then when I first sprayed that hazelnut note really took me aback. So I still didn't find that, like, you know, when you take that first sip of your cup of coffee and you're just like, that's what I want with my fragrance. So here comes Denam. Someone that I was talking to on Instagram had mentioned, because I was looking for, just as I've mentioned in my videos, boozy, ambery, complex vanillas. That's the main theme of these past few videos, right, that I've been telling you guys. So I was having this conversation with someone that I really like their taste in fragrances, and I think it's right up my alley. And they suggested Tokyo Nights from Denam. And I saw the notes and I'm like, yeah, I want that. But before we get to Tokyo Nights, I saw Vietnamese Coffee, and then something about this just said, you know what? This is what I want, specifically looking at the notes, and we'll get into it in a second. But when I bought it off a ScentSplit. They're always sending me coupon codes, and I used it, wound up getting it. And when I first sprayed this after unboxing it, I was like, this is it. My eyes just like popped out of my head. I'm like, this is it. It was just that the photorealistic coffee scent that I was looking for. And I immediately sprayed it on me, and I'll get more into the notes in a second, but I'm like, this is it. It's just not too sweet. It's not filled with booze or rose. I'm like, this is it. This is the one. This one right here. Right here. Okay, so some of the notes that we have for Vietnamese coffee are roasted coffee, obviously, condensed milk, and dark chocolate. I don't know what Vietnamese coffee tastes like, but if it smells like this, or it tastes as good as this smells, I want 12, 13. What is the popular saying, meme, or whatever on TikTok? I'm a millennial. I can't keep up with Gen Z phases. Anyway, that's it. No, this is really, really beautiful. It reminds me of like just literally building your cup of joe. You get your coffee beans, you let it brew, and then you add, whether it's creamer, half and half, milk, whatever it may be, you put that splash of milk in there to get that going. And then, you know, as for your syrup, you might add hazelnut, caramel, vanilla, whatever. Instead of using that, you decide to go with chocolate. It's there, but what really shines is the coffee, the quality of the coffee beans that you just brewed, and it's just absolutely comforting. This is the time of year that you want comfort, right? So this is just what you throw on. And I wouldn't say this fragrance is linear, but I feel like I've been so traumatized when it comes to coffee fragrances. Not that my coffee fragrances in my collection are bad, right? But it's not coffee. It's not photorealistic coffee. So as I mentioned, there might be a rose note. There might be this. There might be that. It might be a little too sweet. It might be a little bit boozy. It might be everything but actual coffee. So when I sprayed this, I was a little hesitant because I didn't know if it was going to stay there for too long. But you just get that whole coffee vibe throughout the beginning of the fragrance and when it dries down. So I wouldn't say, again, it's completely linear, but it's okay. I think a lot of times when you hear the word linear when it comes to fragrances, you might find it basic or not captivating, but sometimes you just don't need that. Sometimes you just want a specific scent, and this is what this gives. It's smooth, it's cozy, it's comforting. Like I said, it's literally you sipping a cup of Joe, and then you taste it and you just go, ah. Who's this for? I think this is very, very unisex. It's for those people that want comfort. You throw this on. It's for ladies, it's for men. You're not wearing this out to the club. I wouldn't even wear this to dinner. I would specifically wear this in the office. I'd wear this running errands, going for coffee. I would even wear this for brunch, but not brunch like what some of you guys be doing where you have bottomless mimosa and all that and the music is blasting. Literally brunch, something low key, and it's not a big spread on the table or anything like that. I would wear that. But anything in any other type of setting, this won't do. I think this is perfect for the fall and winter, more so the fall, because for me, I equate, even though fall and winter fragrances are interchangeable, I equate like the stronger, potent fragrances for the winter time, because that cold, especially the cold that we've been having here, can be very unbearable. So you want something that just cuts through that cold air. This I could rock in the winter time, but I don't think if it's like 30 degrees or so, because I don't think you're gonna get that longevity that you want out of this. But definitely in the fall, 40s, 50s, and there's like that brisk, cool air going on. This is perfect for that time. And in regards to performance, this is something I definitely had to spray often. I will say the longevity is not there. I definitely went to an event. I'm putting it upside down just to see if there's some type of dent in there, because I had to spray this a lot when I wore this. But I went to an event, a Christian podcast with my best friend, and I know I had to spray this fragrance throughout the day and into the evening. So this is something you'd probably have to overspray and spray quite a few times. But again, it's just certain fragrances you don't need to be a beast. It's just you need comfort and cozy. This fits the bill. You just have to spray it a little bit more often to really smell it. But it's beautiful. You can smell it on you. I don't know if it leaves a trail, but again, sometimes you don't need all of that. Beautiful fragrance. Okay, layering combo time. So I actually didn't do too much, just because, as I mentioned, right, I'm so used to coffee fragrances being overly gourmand or spiced or whatever the case might be. So when I finally got something that was just photorealistic, I didn't want to take away from it. So I didn't do too much. So we started, as always, what did we start with? Exactly. Unscented soap. And then we used from Bath & Body Works, Vanilla Cafe. This is gorgeous. And then after that, before I got out of the shower, I used, like I always say, Tree Hut's Iced Coffee Shea Sugar Shrub, just to really get that coffee base going. And then I got out of the shower, and we used the matching body cream, Vanilla Cafe from Bath and Body Works. And then since there's a little chocolate note in there, you want that little nuttiness that it has in here, I decided to use Brown Sugar Babes Hot Chocolate. I think this is inspired by body oil of hot chocolate. Well, this is hot chocolate. What is it? Chocolate Greedy from Montal, I believe. So whatever. I used that, and then we sprayed Vietnamese Coffee, and lightly I sprayed Vanilla Cafe from Bath and Body Works, the fragrance mist, like on my hair and stuff like that, because I just really didn't want to take away from this fragrance. And I find this is one of Bath and Body Works stronger fragrances, so I didn't want to take away from that. But yeah, this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous coffee fragrance. As I'm talking, I'm thinking about Bond No. 9's New York Nights. Completely random, but my mind was thinking about it as I was telling you guys this layering combo, just because one of the notes in New York Nights is coffee. And I recently layered that with Mancera's Amore Cafe, and that was beautiful. But I think this would pair well with that as well, just because that coffee note isn't prominent in there. So you have this light coffee fragrance, and then that I think will pair incredibly together. I gotta try that. I'm just good at what I do, obviously. Anyway, recommendation for Vietnamese Coffee. Obviously, Danam knocked this one out of the park, and I'm very interested in more of their fragrances, such as I mentioned earlier, Tokyo Nights. There's something else called Japanese whiskey, I believe, and also white rice from them. So there's quite a few fragrances that I want to check out from the house. It's just super niche, if you will, and the bottle is cute in this egg form, right? But anyway, I obviously love this fragrance, and I definitely recommend it, right? If you're into coffee fragrances like I am, and you want that comfort and just that photorealistic scent of coffee, 1000%. Get it on a discount as always, like I did, but definitely add this to your arsenal, and it's perfect for this time of the year. So that is my video. Let me know if you heard of Vietnamese Coffee, if you heard of Danam. If you have any suggestions, definitely let me know. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.